Hit the button. Let's get started. Hey there, hi there, ho there. Andrew here, the horror host of Generations X, Y, and Z inside Davis Manor. And I had a great video lined up for you today. I mean, it was great. It was so awesome. And I'm going to just keep on building it up because it's not coming. But happy Friday the 13th, everybody. You might realize what it was going to be involving since it's Friday the 13th. I need to vent to you. And I'm using this Friday free-for-all to vent to you because things have gotten sideways in my life. I mean, crazy over the last 2 weeks. And the straw that broke the camel's back as of right now was YouTube has informed me as of 2 o'clock yesterday morning, because I work in the morning, that I got copyright struck. Yeah. Again, I've been getting hit a couple times, and I'll go into that a little bit more in just a moment. I just want to say I'm venting right now because I have been pushed mentally, physically with my health, emotionally, and dare I say spiritually. And what I can say about my health-wise, I haven't talked to everybody in my family about my health right now. Quite frankly, if I did, it would be premature with all the lab tests and all the other things that that's going on. So I'm not going to go ahead and say anything now because it would be all speculation, and quite frankly, I don't need to do that right now. However, when the time comes and I know everything and I've talked to my family, I will go ahead and fill you in, because there are some people that are watching. Some of the patrons as well know what's going on a little bit in my life with that, just because I have a little bit of a, I don't want to say a better rapport, but I talk to the patrons more so than I do talk with everybody just on the YouTube comments or Facebook or Twitter or any other social media that I use. I will say, physically, though, what I can talk about is this past week, my foot was run over. Well, that was a lot of fun, too. So I'm wearing a bootie on my foot right now, and I got to wear that for a week. And when I say a car ran over my foot, it wasn't like Christine, Stephen King's Christine, like came and chasing hit me. It was a teenager, and it was at work. And it was a mistake. It was an accident. Nothing big. I went to the doctors. They x-rayed. No broken bones. No bruising. They had no idea why I didn't have a broken bone or bruise. I told them that I was a mutant, and that was the reason why. And we all laughed. But seriously, I'm a mutant. So, mentally, emotionally, right now, I'm a little bit out of the game. And I'm trying to stay focused. Actually, the videos are what's keeping me focused right now, more than anything. And I'll be honest with you right now. I'm being pushed to levels that I don't think I have mentally and emotionally. I don't think I have ever been pushed to the levels that I am at right now in my life. It's that much. And unfortunately, due to legal reasons, I can't go into everything right now. But it will pass, and I think it will pass by the fall. So I will be able to talk to you about it at that time. I will be going into great detail about it when I can legally do so, because this is something that has been going on with my wife and I for years now. And when I say my wife and I don't mean like we're on the opposite team. We're on the same team here. It's probably strengthened us more than anything when it comes to a relationship. But it's still frustrating. So let me talk about what I mentioned before, the copyright strikes. That is pushing me to the limit also. YouTube, I have been trying to put out content, as much content, good content, that's debatable, I mean, you tell me, for everybody to watch, while trying to be as entertaining as I am normally. I like to think I'm entertaining. Some people are saying it in the comments, and I appreciate that. And by the way, I love the comments. The more comments that you guys leave, the better. It makes me feel great reading all of them and giving me feedback too. By the way, so you know, I'm not trying to be a YouTuber that is going out there and saying, "Hey guys, what do you want to see me do?" Because I need to be genuine about myself. I need to make those decisions on my own. But I do like the feedback. one of the feedbacks when it comes to technical is like, why is the screen going back and forth? And it's funny because it's not doing it now. But when I put my hands out, it usually does it. And that's because I'm using my camera that is on my phone. And it has this selfie focus thing that I can't get rid of. I've tried. I don't know how to hack the system. So it, like, whenever I put my hand out and it focuses on my hand and then my face gets a little bit blurry, then it focuses back on my face. It's a whole mess. And it's something that I can't normally get, around. So sometimes I record and I see it going back and forth and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm going to redo that take. And then I redo it just so I don't see it. Because it's frustrating. Where am I going with all this? YouTube. Anyways. So the content that I'm putting out there, look at that. I got out of focus. Anyways, I'm going on. You can see this. I'm going to lean back. There we go. And I'm back in focus. So anyways, one of the things that my content has been getting copyright struck. The last two that I've gotten one was from Miramax for Scream, and another one was a Nightmare on Elm Street by the first one, the Review, Recap, React, which was from Warner Brothers. And if you're wondering, why Warner Brothers? Shouldn't it be New Line Cinema? New Line Cinema is owned by Warner Brothers. So that's where Warner Brothers is doing it. It's a little frustrating. I'm not going to lie. To put out content and to be as, I don't know, to try and put everything the way that I'm putting it together, and trying to be entertaining, use a little clips here. I'm using less than 10-second clips because that's what I was told. If you use less than 10-second clips, they can't say that you're going to be copyright struck on that. That's a lie. Where am I going again? I'm losing my mind while talking about this stuff. That's frustrating. So I got hit for these things, and basically what happens when you get hit with a copyright strike, they're like, oh, we're taking away the money. Okay, you're demonetized. And I'm not complaining about being demonetized. I'm not here for the money. If you're doing YouTube for the money, you have very low bills because you don't make money with AdSense, really. I mean, you do, but you make little money with AdSense. For those that don't know, YouTube likes to throw out the analogy, for every 1,000 views, you could get $1. Okay, so let me just throw this out here at you. The lifetime views that I've gotten from the Scream movie review is 735. The lifetime views, which means since I've uploaded it, for the Nightmare on Elm Street movie, the Review, Recap, React, has, 392 views. So put them together, and I can't even buy a soda. Not that I would, because I gave up soda like 3 years ago. But you get the point. It's not like I'm raking in the dough with these type of things. And it's not like they're going to rake in the dough. I mean, Warner Brothers, I hope you enjoy. After, what, a little bit over 2 years, you might be able to get $1. Because I've been averaging about 37, 38 views on the Nightmare on Elm Street a month. So, yeah. I don't understand. I can understand if I'm blatantly putting up people's movies and stuff like that, and I'm getting hundreds of thousands of views, but we're talking about hundreds, not hundreds of thousands of views, and yeah, go ahead and demonetize me. I'm not here to make money off of the YouTube. I'm not. Actually, the more money is coming through the Patreon page and the patrons themselves. And let me put this up here real quick because I want to talk about the patrons. These people here have been with me practically since the very beginning when it comes to me creating the Patreon page. And the goal of the Patreon page, and thank you, by the way, my patrons, the goal of the Patreon page was not to be, hey, give me some money, like it's a tip jar or anything. However, if you do like my content and you want to throw something, the lowest tier is $2 a month. It's 50 cents a week, basically. And with 3 videos, I think that comes to about 17 cents a video. Not that bad of a tip. But if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. I'm not telling anybody to go ahead and sign up on the Patreon page if you can't afford it. Can't afford it, that's fine. I understand it. That's cool. You support me by you're watching it here on YouTube or you're leaving comments, you've subscribed. I get that. I appreciate all of that. However, there are also people that are patrons as well that have gone up in some upper tiers, and they've gotten some rewards, some merchandise, things like that. However, I do have a couple patrons that are owed some merchandise coming their way. But over the last couple of weeks, like I said, things have gotten sideways when it comes to shipping things out and stuff like that. I'm not going to go ahead and talk about that here on this page. On this video right now. But it costs money to make these videos. Anybody that's a YouTuber is going to tell you that. The level of the production, whether it's the programs and everything that you're doing, the editing software, all that other stuff, it costs money to go ahead and do this. And if you think that you're going to join YouTube to go ahead and make money, I hope you got something else planned other than AdSense, because it's not happening at all. I've gone ahead and I've gotten the t-shirts that I put together, and that was help supplement the cost of things that I'm doing. So this is not so much of a money pit. And I have had there's a couple of YouTubers. Well, I shouldn't say there's a couple. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that are horror YouTubers out there, and they have gotten struck because they didn't have enough watch time and everything, and they've lost their they've been totally demonetized, which I say sucks. And I don't have that problem where I'm at with the content that I'm putting out there, especially the Walking Dead stuff. It is sending me over when it comes to watch time and subscribers and everything. And thank you, AMC, for not coming after me for copyright strikes on that. I appreciate that. I really do. I don't know where I'm going with all this stuff. Like I said, I'm just kind of venting, and I want you to know this. I appreciate you, okay? I have been on this journey. In June, it will be 3 years that I have been on YouTube. And I am approaching my 200th video. And that was supposed to be my 2,000 subs and 200 video. And right now, I am 22, almost 2,300 subscribers. So thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you for being a part of my journey, whether it is working with the patrons, or it's just being here on YouTube, or commenting on Facebook or Twitter, or any other ways that I'm interacting with you. Thank you very much for being a part of my life. You have no idea how this helps ground me when I have the most frustrating of things happening in my life, because it's all happening at once apparently right now. So I better be getting a good week coming soon. With that, it's about 13 minutes on this. I think I should stop now. Yeah, 13 minutes.